Is your customer getting more value from your product or service than it costs them to purchase them? Are your customers feeling that you are selling to them for your selfish gains and you don't have their best interests at heart? Or are you just selling without follow-up and you leave the burden of responsibility to them to decide whether to buy or to sell? Stop choking your ability to sell better. Closing a sale is crucial in every sales venture as it oozes out the desire and passion of you as a salesperson in the product or service that you're selling. And it also gives confidence to the customer who is looking up to you. Your success in selling is my success. And this can only be achieved through closing a sale. Let's get down to it. Welcome. This is Sales Roundtable. My name is Joseph Kimondo. I am passionate about consumer behavior and selling techniques. Like this video, give it a thumbs up and share it so that people in business will build their capacity on how to close a sale. And of course, subscribe for more business tips. Research statistics indicate that 92% of salespeople give up on a prospect after hearing no 4 times. Yet, 80% of the prospects indicate that they say no 4 times before they say the final yes. In most cases, you will not close business in the first call. It takes time, but by the simple steps of following up, creating a relationship, nurturing it, and following up with qualified prospects will rise you above the competition in the market. What are the tried and tested closing techniques? Number 1, the assumptive close. This is where you believe that you have made the close from the time you put your effort into it. And the language that you will use here, it's as if the close is already done. Key here is to ensure that you check on the prospect to ensure that 1, their interests, their objectives, they are met, so that you keep them still hooked on the line. When does it work best? When you have a relationship with the prospect, you already know them from prior arrangements, and you know that the product is a good fit to fit their solutions. When should you never use it? When you don't have a relationship with the prospect. You have never worked with them before. Don't use this. And also when they tell you consecutively that this is not a good fit for them, don't use it. Number 2, the now or never close. This is where you offer your prospect something that is only available over a limited period of time. This could be, this product is the only remaining on the shelf. If you buy today, you get 15% discount. This price is only applicable today. When do you use this? When you see that your prospect is happy to buy and they can say yes, they may as well say yes now. When do you use this? When you have the freedom to give a discount and you have seen that your prospect doesn't have enough time to make a decision. Use it. When not to use it? When your prospect tells you that this is not a good fit for their product and their company. Don't use it. Number 3, the takeaway clause. This is where you are dealing with a product with a number of benefits and you have seen that your prospect will use some and they're not interested with others. You may as well start taking off the benefits one after the other. Why do you use this? Because pricing is a challenge. Your prospect has indicated they will use some benefits and they will not use others. So remove some benefits and rework on the price. Everyone wins. When not to use it? When pricing is not a challenge. If your prospect is happy with the product and the price, don't change. Where do you use it? When you have seen that your prospect is interested and they don't like some benefits, change it. Number 4, the hard close, also known as nothing to lose. This is where you make it known to your prospect that you are selling to them. You go hard on selling. When are you signing? When are you implementing? And you ask them anything to help them sign now. When do you use this? When there is no time and you have seen that there is a likelihood of the customer not picking up the deal. Why do you use it? To save time, so that you stop following up. When not to use it? When it's too early in the selling process. Number 5, one more thing close. This is where your prospect is walking away from the deal and you realize, Allah, I have to tell them something. So you tell one more thing. Then you tell them a benefit that you had not highlighted earlier. When do you use this? When you had not shared all the benefits. And when do you not use it? When you realize you have already shared and bombarded them with a number of benefits on your product and they're still not interested. This is where mostly will be for consulting. You entice them back to the deal with a point that you had not shared. Number 6, the summary close. Take time to summarize the benefits of your product or service and highlight the main benefits of your product. This will help your prospect understand your product in depth, especially if you have spent a lengthy time making a presentation and your product have a number of benefits and values. When do you use it? When it is a good fit to your prospect and listing all the benefits will help your client and prospect remember. This may be impactful. When not to use? When your product is not a good fit and when the benefits that you had highlighted were not impactful to your prospect. And also, when you did not spend a lengthy time in making the presentation. Number 7, the puppy close. This is based on the principle that people who walk into a pet shop are most likely to buy a pet, a puppy, for example, that they pick and feel and connect with. If a prospect is buying a car, it helps for them to test drive the car. They will feel the benefits that cannot be outlined in depth on phone or in email. When do you use this? When your product has many features and it helps when prospects experience them. When not to use it? When your product does not have a test and drive mechanism and when the features are not too many. Number 8, the option close. This is where you present the prospect 2 options to choose from either instead of saying no. It could be a product or a service and they have different prices and different benefits. The reason why you give this is so that the client will pick either instead of saying no. When do you use it? When you have options. When not to use it? When you don't have options. And when your benefits do not fit the needs of the client. Number 9, the sharp close. This is when you're selling to prospects who buy often and they expect more from you from just what you're offering. So to hook them up, you may tell them, if you buy today, I will give you 10% off. If you buy today, I will add you X, Y, Z. Why does this work? The prospect loves your product and they expect something and you are already willing to give them beforehand. So you may as well proceed and give them the 10% discount before they ask for it. When do you use it? When you're dealing with people who are sold to often and they want incentives. Go before them, give it to them, and they will be hooked up. When not to use it. When you're dealing with people who are not sold to as often and who don't understand sales jargon, and they're really happy with your product. And finally, our last point, the question clause. This is where you ask prompting questions about the needs of your prospects and explain the benefits of your product or service so that you marry them together and you produce and provide a solution. When do you use this? When mostly your prospect is on the fence, they are not committing and they're not giving you an objection. You're not sure what side they fall on. When not to use it? When your customer and prospect has indicated clearly aspects of your product that don't work for them. In a nutshell, closing a sale involves a deliberate follow-through that ensures you get a win on one side, and on the other hand, you get a happy and satisfied customer. And this, ladies and gentlemen, brings us to the end of today's video. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure engaging with you. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for your comments. Give this video a thumbs up and share it so that we may multiply more closes in business. Remember to subscribe for more business content on how to grow your business. And until next time, peace out.